What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon slash Hexagon series. Today we're going to be taking on Al Sadd in the two-legged affair that is the AFC Champions League second round. Al Sadd, of course, being from Qatar, and if you take a look at the teams from last time who all advanced, we have 4 Korean teams, 3 Japanese teams, and 1 Australian team representing the Eastern Asian Conference. And on the Western Asian Conference, we have 4 United Arab Emirates teams, 2 Qatari teams, and 2 from Saudi Arabia. As you can see, one match has already kicked off with Al Hilal beating Perth Glory, and the rest of the 7 opening leg matches will be taking place today. But before we get into that Champions League, we did play a couple matches in the J League, and we won them both. Taking a look at Jibulo Iwata, we defeated them very handily, 5-2. Florian continuing his form from the previous match, managing to pick himself a hat trick, 1 in the 53rd, and then 2 almost back-to-back within 5 minutes, an 83rd and the 88th. Satoru Matsumoto picking himself up a goal in the 64th, and Gilmar adding insult to injury in the 89th. All of these goals from both sides happening in the second half, so the defense was pretty stout. Or, there were several attacking chances, and we just missed out, however you want to look at it. But everybody was able to find the net in the second half thanks to some sort of defensive lapse or offensive eureka moment, what have you. But it's nice to see that Florian is back to his great form and continuing from the Champions League in the previous match. So hopefully he will continue that today. And then against Sagan Tosu, we defeated them 3-2. Kaoru Hayama, Masahiro Tatada, and Ronnie. Ronnie picking the game winner in the dying minutes. The 3rd minute of stoppage time at that. It was a tale of two halves, clearly. Sagan bossing the first half, picking their 2 goals up, 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 40th off of a penalty at that. And we couldn't figure out anything on offense. We couldn't defend worth a damn. But then once the second half kicked in and my team talks were, I don't approve of what you're doing, go and change it. The light bulb clicked on, and Antlers decided, hey, maybe we should continue our winning ways and actually play winning football. And it reflected very nicely after the hour mark. But 12 shots, 10 of them on target. That's great to see. But this is what I don't want to see. 40% possession only. As like I said, Sagan were very possession heavy, keeping the ball away from us from as long as possible. But whatever chances we made, we kept pressuring the Sagan keeper until in the second half we were able to break through finally and scored the necessary 3 goals to take all 3 points. With that in mind, we have now jumped into first place in the league. After 10 matches, we have only lost 1, pulling 27 points. F. Marinos are just behind us with 26, and Grampus are in 3rd with 24. It's still very early on, as I believe there are 38 matches in total. No, 34 matches in total. So we're not even to the halfway point of this season yet. But if we keep this form up, there's no reason why, 1, we can't get back to the Champions League, and 2, why we can't win the J League outright. So with that in mind, we do have a couple of injuries to look at. Kunio Ikeda got injured in training. He'll be out for another day or so. Takeshi Yamaguchi twisted his knee a couple of games back. He'll be out for a couple more days. And of course, the lingering one, Satoshi Shigemitsu, still with the torn calf muscle, still out for at least another 2 months. Maybe he'll come back for the next round of the Champions League if we advance out of it. So with that in mind, let's get into our opponent. Our opponent of Al Sadd from Qatar. Oh, that's a league match shown. Here we go. Al Sadd are going to be playing a weird formation. It looks like a 3-5-2, a very deep 3-5-2, defensive-minded, mind you. And that is my J League formation. So we're going to be looking at our 4-4-2 formation. strictly for the Champions League. In net, we're going to have Betinho. Our flatback four will consist of Carlinhos, Takao Sasaki, Kengo Ichikawa, and Paulo Victor. Sitting in the middle of the park, we have Gilmar, Norio Ito, Tadatoshi Izumi, and Masashi Tamura. And sitting up front, of course, the two strikers that have done well for us all season so far, Florian and Sakaguchi. Now, there are no away goals, if I remember correctly, in this, so it's just score more goals than your opponent over these 180 minutes. It's great if we can go into Qatar and pull away a victory, so it's easier for us when we get back home in Japan. So let's go out and do some good work. Alright, and we kick off now. Kashima are going to be in their traditional red, and Al Sadd will be in, I guess, their secondary whites. I don't know what their home stripe looks like, so we'll just say that's their secondary, their away kits. Now, we need to come off strong in this match. I mean, yes, it is being played in Qatar, but we need to make a good, strong appearance here if we want to take it easy when we get back to Japan. And right away, we're making some great headway. Ito trying to find a pass in the middle to Gilmar, but it's get kicked out to Carlinhos. Into Gilmar. And is that an own goal? It is an own goal. I thought Sakaguchi hit it, but the ball crossed in. And Al Sadd player trying to clear it, but it bounces into the net, and it's 1-0. Kashima Antlers in a very untraditional fashion, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take any lead. And possession, not a favorable stat right now between the two players as the ball's bouncing around the midfield. Al Sadd are trying to throw the long ball forward as well as us, but this time we get on the end of it. Sakaguchi out wide, trying to play it inside, still playing it inside. And that was a weak shot as the Al Sadd keeper is able to snare that with ease. Alright, 14 minutes gone by, and we continue in the attacking half, the attacking third even. Ito to Izumi through the middle, Sakaguchi. Tamura gets it over, unfortunately. It wasn't even close to the crossbar, it was just whistled way over. Oh, and it's a penalty! Hold up! I don't even know who the foul was, but awesome, we have a penalty, and Norio Ito is going to be on for this penalty kick, the midfielder. I believe this is his first penalty all season, and it gets blocked. Oh, bad form, sir, bad form. Yeah, I don't believe that we've taken a penalty kick all season, so that was the first one to actually see who is good for penalties. Clearly, Ito is not the guy to do it. Gilmar taking a weak shot as the Al Sadd keeper once again picks that up with ease. Had a chance to go up 2-0. Gilmar kicking that free kick into the wall, taking another shot, but this is wide right. Would have been nice to go up 2-0 with that penalty kick, but like I said, now I know Norio Ito, not a penalty kick specialist. We keep the ball once again. Paulo Victor dispossessed. Izumi to Ito, trying to find room but can't. Gets it out onto the wing. Paulo Victor is there. Long cross forward. The keeper is forced to hit that, and it's a corner kick. Gilmar whips it in. Nobody's there on the end of it. But we keep possession. We keep attacking. And Gilmar just launched it into a defender. Like I said, I do like all this attacking pressure, but got to be wary for any counterattacks that Al Sadd will put on us, and it looks like that Al Sadd are doing just that right now. Oh, but it's a good dispossess. Unfortunately, couldn't clear it all the way out to the midfield, as they have another chance now. Defense needs to close down. He's offside. There is no way he was onside. The ref's up with the flag. There we go. He was well past the last defender. There was no way he was getting that goal. All right, as we're nearing halftime now, we're trying to have one more attacking possession. That was a interesting foul. Free kick on the edge of the box. Oh, it's wide open. Oh. Who was that? Sasaki? The defender Sasaki had so much space, but he decides to kick it right at the keeper instead of the open part of the net. Could have had another goal. We may have another goal. Oof, Sakaguchi, that was a nice strike, but the keeper making a brilliant save right there to prevent us from going 2-0 up. And he is onside this time, as the defense lets us down now. It is 1-1 just before halftime. That was right as the halftime whistle was about to blow. The defense missing assignments, unmarking that man as he gets the goal to put it 1-1. Not happy with your performance, guys, especially with what just happened. So go back out there and show me something different. Let's try and grab a second goal. Hell, we could have had a second goal by now. But give credit where credit is due. That Al-Sadd keeper is doing pretty well. He's actually playing pretty well out there. But just 2 minutes into this second half, we already have an attacking chance. Sakaguchi turning around his defender, but cannot hit the mark. I don't know if that was hit by a defender or saved by the keeper, but it's a corner for us. And we cannot keep it in the box. Gilmar firing one in. Oh, there we go. Sasaki getting himself a goal this time. And it's now 2-1 Kashima Antlers away from home. After just 2.5 minutes in the second half. That's amazing. Oh, Al-Sadd with a long kick, but Batinho comes out and snares it. Long kick forward, but ooh, it's corralled by Al-Sadd. Are they going to counter? No, we dispossess and are going to make a counter of our own. Tamura up the left. Cuts it inside, passes it to Ito. To Izumi, to Florian, out to Gilmar on the wing. Throws it across. Oh, Tamura! Will that count as an own goal? No, it'll give it to Tamura. He kicked it off the outside goalkeeper, and it ricocheted into the back of the net. It's 3-1 Antlers away from home. Get in, boys. Keep it going. And as it just flashed on the side, Ichigawa is a little tired. He's at 66. I may think about subbing him out. I'll wait till this highlight... until this highlight ends and see what happens. Sakaguchi in the middle. It's kicked out to Ito. Trying to find space on the wing. Carlinhos on the right. Into Gilmar, who fires in a cross. Can't pick out anyone. Al-Sadd clears the way. Back in the box. Gilmar taking a shot, and it's saved by the keeper. Corner kick. Gilmar whips it in. Low to the middle, and it gets cleared away. Okay, we'll make the sub now. Being subbed in, we're going to bring on Yuki Umeda for Ichikawa. Everyone else looks decent. I don't want to sub off Ito just yet, or Izumi for that matter. We'll see how they play out. It's another throw-in in the attacking half for us. Gilmar into Izumi. Passes out to Ito, trying to find space in the middle. Ito picking out. Sakaguchi's got a space, but it's deflected out for a corner. Gilmar, a long cross, far post. It gets headed away. We pick it back up. Gilmar firing it back into the box, but Al-Sadd, what is going on there? Okay, it's going to be a goal kick, and I'm going to make another sub. Izumi is going to be coming out for Magila. Magila, and then we're going to have Kaoru Hayama for Norio Ito. So all three subs with 20 minutes left to go. Knock on wood, there won't be any injuries. And with us being 3-1 up, gotta control this, so maybe drop it back a bit. And that was just wide. It's like I was just, oof. As I'm looking to make the control, I just saw that ball go sailing agonizingly close to the post. But just control it, boys, and time is flying by. 2 minutes of stoppage time already gone. And there it is. Full-time whistle gone. Kashima Antlers 3, Al-Sadd 1 in this very first leg. Great job, boys. Especially after that first half, where we only got one. Good win, boys. Especially after that first half where we got one and conceded one off of a really, really stupid attack. But in the end, we came away with the victory. 17 shots, 11 on target. Yeah, we did boss possession, so I believe that we deserve to win this match. So now it all comes down to the second leg, which is at home. So we did our business, took care of it away from home. Now we come back and hopefully we can finish up with the second leg and advance to the quarterfinals. So I will catch. Sorry for that. I will catch you later in a couple minutes. I'm trying to see exactly what I need to do. Yep, okay. We'll catch you back in a couple minutes. Okay, guys, and we're back for the second leg of this AFC Champions League second round match versus Al Sadd. Coming back off the 3-1 victory to them, we did face off against Vissel in the J League, and unfortunately, we picked up our first draw of the season, going 2-2. And unfortunately, we could have prevented this. We could have done everything to prevent this. Gilmar and Sakaguchi picking up goals in the 11th and 60th minute, respectively. Sakaguchi missing a penalty, unfortunately, in the 71st that, at the time, looked like would have just iced the game, and Vissel weren't going to make a comeback. And then everything fell apart. Wheels just came off, and Vissel scored 2 goals in the span of 4 minutes, 80th minute and 84th minute. And at that point, I was just throwing everybody on the defense just so we didn't concede another goal to lose. Like I said, this was a match that I felt we could have done everything to win. And especially when we got that penalty, I thought, oh, great, this is going to be awesome. We're going to ice it. But once again, it's another missed penalty. We're over 2 on penalties this season. So, and Sakaguchi was one of my players I had hopes for actually hitting penalties. But it's very clear we're not going to be hitting penalties. We got to be very lucky. And we also got to be very lucky anything doesn't go to a penalty shootout, be it in this Champions League or if it's in any of the cup competitions, what have you, because it's looking like we are not a team of penalty shooters. And the thing is, with Sakaguchi, I believe his penalty shooting was 15, so that makes it even worse. 10 shots, 7 on target, a little bit less possession, but once again, it was another case of long ball forward, get ball in front of net, see what happens. Worked well for us for the majority of the match, but like I said, Vissel took advantage of some weakened defense, tired defense in the back, and was able to score twice. So that'll put us now in second place. We dropped back behind F. Marinos, who won their match. But, the league is not the priority right now. The priority is to hold on to this 3-1 on aggregate lead so far against Al Sadd as we take it back home to Kashima. And once again, they're going to be playing their 3-5-2, ultra-defensive 3-5-2. And, of course, we will be in our 4-4-2 formation. Betinho will be in net. Carly, I don't think there's any changes. I think Sasaki is coming on in the back, and everyone else looks to be the same. So it's pretty much the same 11 as it was in the very first match. So let's kick on and hold out for this victory and see if we can advance. All right, and with the home team at our back, we kick off for the second 90 minutes. Of course, we are in the red and Al Sadd are in the white. Let's try and take control of this tie and advance. 3-1 after 90 minutes is always good, but, in this two-legged affair, you got to play for the full 180. Oh, was he onside? No, he wasn't. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to grasp this from the get-go. Florian picking up a knock. Unfortunately, we don't have a second striker, but is that Sasaki? Sasaki? No, that was Norio Ito with the goal. Awesome. After 12 minutes, we get ourselves a goal, and that puts us up 1-0 on the day, 4-1 on aggregate. It's already turning out roses for us. That was a weak shot from, was that Ito again? No, that was a weak shot from Tamura. Keeper picking that up with ease. But right now, with the 3-goal cushion, this is absolutely where we want to be. We just need to keep up the pressure on Al Sadd and hope that attacking chances don't fall for them. We got to keep the pressure up. Here we go with the corner. Gilmar whipping it in. Near post. Let's head it away. Sakaguchi. Back to Gilmar. Trying to find space on the wing. Pass it into Ito. In the middle to Izumi. Sakaguchi turns his defender. What a goal. Powerful strike from about 10 yards out. Sakaguchi puts it up to 2-0 on the day. And the lead grows. And the prospect of advancing grows. Each passing minute, look at this, time is just flying by. It's coming up on the first half. A weak goal kick by Al-Sad. We get it right back in a favorable position. Sakaguchi to Florian. Gets blocked by Al-Sad, conceding a corner. Gilmar whips it in low. And it's just kicked right out. Another corner on the other side. Gilmar whips it in. Oh, god damn. Whipped it in the middle. And is that a corner or a throw? And out. Doesn't matter. It's halftime. And with a 4-goal lead on aggregate, it's pretty assumed at this point that we're going to advance. So I'm just going to send them back out without saying anything because it's pretty much doesn't need to be said. We're going to need to do everything we can to advance. Assad in a favorable position, but they whistle it to the left. Nowhere near the net. In a better position, but it goes to the wall. Al-Sad attacking heavily now. We dispossessed them. Florian. Oh, you could have picked out Sakaguchi on front. But instead they passed it up to Gilmar on the wing. Is he going to throw it across? He does. But nobody is there. If Florian had Sakaguchi level with the last defender, if he would have passed it to him, he would have been one-on-one with the keeper and most probably would have been another goal. But at this point, we're just splitting hairs. Like I said, we're 4 goals up. 3 goals up now, actually. The defense, I have no idea what the defense was doing there, so tell them to concentrate. It's starting to get a little lax, and it's not how you win these matches. We're up 5-2 on aggregate right now, but we got to hold it down. We got to hold these guys. Izumi, weak shot picked up by the Al-Sad keeper. Izumi's getting a little tired. I may sub him out in a bit. Tamura coming in from out wide to Florian. He just smacks it right into a defender. I don't know exactly why he aimed that way. That's something he needs to work on. Gilmar to Florian to Izumi. Tamura just over the bar. Good shot though, making the keeper work for it. Goal kick. We retain possession. Tamura up the left. Did he get it back? He got it back. Flips it in to Gilmar. Gilmar's on the end of that. Is he gonna? He goes down in the box and he concedes a penalty. Oh boy, our 3rd penalty this season. Sakaguchi, can you actually make one this time? He steps up, and he buries it this time, and that makes it 3-1 on the day. 6-2 on aggregate. There you go, Sakaguchi, scoring the first penalty for the team this season. Our team's been absolutely horrendous in terms of penalty taking. I'm glad he was able to bury that this time. Okay, I'm going to make all my subs here. We're going to have Mirai Ohara come on for Izumi. We're going to have Kunio Ikeda in for Ichikawa. And one more. Who do I want to take out? We're going to take out Gilmar for Magila. And there's all 3 subs in the last 17 minutes. Alright, 73 minutes on. We get the ball back in the attacking half. Was Florian onside? He gets it right back. But Al-Sad kick it away. Here come the subs. Alright, Al-Sad with a corner this time. Whips it in. Ooh, just past the bar. Getting a little scary, but with 10 minutes left, I don't see them scoring 4 goals. Al-Sad with another free kick, but that's nowhere near the goal. It's about 10 meters above the post. Time just ticking away. ticking down on our advancement. We get it up. Sakaguchi on the wing, throws it in. Nobody's really there. Florian to Magila. And that was to O'Hara. O'Hara shooting from about 20 yards out, but snapped up by the Al-Sad keeper. Still continuing to attack. Actually, you know what? I should probably just drop everyone back. Don't need to have all that. You just let these last 8 minutes and change just fall away. Sakaguchi into the box, falls down, no call this time. You get the ball right back. Ikeda to O'Hara to Florian. He actually gets it. Oh, I thought the keeper would pick that up, but they concede a corner. Corner this late in the match. But nothing comes of it. One more highlight for him, maybe. Ooh. It was a little worrying there. Shot across the goal mouth. Nobody was there for Al-Sad to pick it up. And harmlessly goes out for a goal kick. And now here we come again. Another highlight. Sakaguchi into Florian. Is Florian going to get a goal? Oh, decent save by that keeper. With just 2 minutes left to go. Another highlight. And just end this match already, guys. It's very clear that we're going to advance. But the game just continues to show, hey, you're getting another attack. You're getting another attack. It's going goalward. Sakaguchi to Ito, trying to find space in the middle. Find some passing lanes. Florian Sakaguchi, what a strike. Unnecessary, but a great strike nonetheless. 4-1 Antlers. And that's his 14th goal in the season out of, I think, about 17 or 18 matches. So he's been the goal-scoring machine for us this season. Really happy for us. And he's only 21, 22 years old. He's going to be with us for a long time. All right, 1 minute of stoppage time. We're well past that. Just blow the whistle, ref. Patino. Patino, what are you doing? And there it is, full time. 4-1 Antlers on the day, 7-2 on aggregate. We are advancing to the quarterfinals. Congratulations, boys. This is exactly where we need to be. And look at that. Sakaguchi with 9 goals, leading everyone in the top scores. And if you take a look at this, 24 shots, 15 on target, 61 possession. You should win every single one of those matches, every time out. All right. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look at everyone else that advanced. So we have, of course, us. We advanced. F. Marinos advance. Al Ain defeating Grampus on penalties at that. JG United defeating Al Nassr on away goals. I'm sorry, I guess away goals did count in this. I thought I saw it didn't, but okay. Al Wada defeating Jeonbuk. Al Hilal advancing against Perth Glory on away goals themselves. Pohang defeating Al Shabab, and FC Seoul defeating Al Jazeera on away goals. So there you go. Those are your advancing 8 teams. The only downside to this is I thought I was going to say, I did not think that we had drawn against anybody at this point. Florian's out for 4 weeks. I didn't think it would be that bad. Twisted ankle. He played that entire match with a twisted ankle. 4 weeks. Well, that just leaves me with Sakaguchi sitting up front, so I'm going to have to play that 4-2-3-1. Okay, now here's the curious case. Because it said in the quarterfinal, well, it said on the tree we were going to be facing Al Ain, but the group stage or the quarterfinal draw isn't going to happen until the 26th of June. If you take a look at the schedule, 26th of June is within the break between the opening stage and the closing stage. We still have to play 6 more league matches before we find out who we are going to face in this Champions League. But once we do, I believe those matches would be, would happen right away. So let's take a look at the schedule. So here's where we are. Here is where the quarterfinal and the semifinal draw take place. But I guess the quarterfinal matches don't even happen until the 17th of August. That's a lot of J League matches to go through until that time. So I guess what I'm going to do is I will play through all 6 of the remaining opening stage J League matches, and then once we get to the draw, then I will live count that draw, and then we'll go from there. So sit tight, guys. We'll be back in a little bit more than a few minutes, but we'll be back. Okay, guys, and we're finally back for this, the draw of the quarterfinal and the semifinal stage of the AFC Champions League. Before we get to that, though, I do need to give a little recap on how the last 6 matches of the J League opening stage went before the summer break. Taking a look, whoops, I meant taking a look at here at the opening stage. We did end up coming in 2nd place. We did drop down a couple a bit. Out of the 17 matches, we had 11 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses, which is not bad on the season at all. Picking up 37 points, finishing 5 behind F. Marinos, Yokohama F. Marinos. They say that they are the opening stage champions, which I believe gives them an automatic place in the grand final. I believe the grand final, which is the top 4 at the very end of the season, but they get an automatic draw. So, yeah, based on that, this is how the final 6 matches went. Actually, 7 matches. No, 6. There's a friendly down here. We went, we only lost 1 throughout those. A couple of them were a little disappointing, but some of those players were really tired, and you can't really fault them down the stretch. I believe they played 6 matches over the span of 2 weeks, so there were some tired legs on that. We were able to pick up a couple wins. However, this match was a very, very boring draw. 0-0 to Kashiwa Reysol. Paulo Victor picked up an injury. He was out for a couple of weeks. Actually, he was out for 4 weeks with a sprained ankle, I believe. He's back in training after all these. But yeah, he was out for 4 weeks and pretty much had to go through the rest of the open stage with my backup, 21-year-old who didn't have the same kind of stats. Definitely didn't have the same amount of aerial ability or speed. Had decent defending, but it got us by. I guess it was okay. It was average. After that, though, we did pick it up against S-Pulse, defeating them 4-2. Sakaguchi, Rani, Gilmar, and Masashi Tamura all getting goals. That's how you do it. The shots on target could have gone up a little bit, but we bossed possession and against S-Pulse. S-Pulse got out to a quick lead. After just 11 minutes, they were up 2-0, but after that, it was all Antlers all the time, getting 3 points to help us in the league. After that, against Osaka Gamba, we didn't have the best of times, to be quite honest with you. It was very interesting for the first 6 minutes as both sides scored a goal, but after that it was a whole load of nothing as both Rani and Sakaguchi were injured. However, very superficially, nothing came of it. They were just out for the rest of the match. But then came the big fallout to Vegalta Sendai, and that's when they dropped a bombshell 5-2 on us. On our side, our only goals came from Rani and Sakaguchi, both of them in the second half, but the defense completely fell flat on its face against Vegalta. As you can see here, Kunio Ikeda with a 5-4, Yamaguchi getting a 6-0. I was starting Luis Felipe in that, the young Brazilian, just to give him a run out, just to give him some league form. He didn't do as well as I'd hoped, but the last 3 matches I believe I had him in, with Betinho being away on international duty. And in those 3 matches, well, 2, I keep seeing the friendly there, we defeated Ardija 3-0, Gilmar, Rani, and Sakaguchi getting goals. Great stats to go along with it, and it was pretty much we needed to catch F. Marinos if we wanted to win the opening stage, or to win the opening stage. But we needed a win against FC Tokyo, which did not surface. We did have another penalty shot, which was missed by Hiroki Sakaguchi, and this is, like I said, this is a little troublesome since I have several good penalty takers. They're just not converting, and I cannot count how many times we were in a penalty shot situation and it just didn't surface. As you've seen today, the only penalty kick that we made was against Al Sadd. That was the only one we made all season. We're like 1 for 7 or 8 now. But yeah, this was a very disappointing match, 0-0 draw, and as I've shown, F. Marinos won the opening stage. But being second place overall, going into the closing stage, getting everyone back, and hopefully healthy, that's all that matters. But let's turn our attention to the Champions League draw, shall we? Viewing the draw, here are the remaining teams: Al Ain, Al Wada, F. Marinos, Pohang, Al Hilal, us, JG United, FC Seoul. Anybody can face anybody, so we could face F. Marinos if the random number generator so decides. So let's take a look. Seoul. Okay, we're going to be taking on FC Seoul right away. They're a very tough side, as we have seen against when we faced them with Melbourne City. But they're going to be an extremely tough side. And now the semifinal draw, we'll see us taking on either F. Marinos or Pohang. Jeez. Facing 2 Korean teams back-to-back, hell, even facing F. Marinos in the semifinals could prove very challenging. So we're going to have our work cut out for us in the near future. Take a look at how the schedule is going to lay out. The FC Seoul match isn't coming up until the 17th of August. That's in another roughly 2 months' time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We would have already been 7 matches in on the closing stage. But yeah, next time we come back, we'll be in the quarterfinals versus FC Seoul. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. If you want to be notified of any new videos I'll be coming out with, please hit the subscribe button. Any comments, suggestions, banter, please leave it in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo. I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.